my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi everybody, it's Paris, your meal golf enthusiast and crybaby of BL, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been forever. It has been forever, and I am so sorry about that, but a lot of things have been happening in my life, and I dropped the ball. And it sucks, but it's okay because I'm here and I'm back, and 2022 is going to be that year. That's what I'm telling myself, so we're going to manifest it and it's going to happen. I also wanted to give you guys a quick life update, especially for those if you don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, so you don't really see much of that. If you don't really care for this, feel free to skip on ahead because we are going to be talking about my top 10 2021 BLs as well. Back to the life update. As you all know, I recently bought a home in 2021, so we were busy trying to make the house a home, furniture, remodeling, all of that fun stuff, and it was stressful. It was so stressful, and just packing and unpacking and just trying to settle, that took a lot of energy out. I was super busy with work. I was working a lot. Working too much, honestly. I did resign from my position at the company that I worked for the past 6 years. It was a very hard decision to make, and it did come very much in a shock and in a flurry and very unexpected. So December, honestly, was just the worst month out of the entire year. What's new, of course, right before the new year. I also got super sick for the past 2 weeks. You guys can probably still hear a little bit of it in my voice. I am still very raspy and coughy and etc. So sorry for that. I sound like a frog and my voice is probably an octave lower, but it is what it is. Now we are definitely feeling better, and with the new time off that I have more time for myself and to create content for you all, and I'm super excited about that as well. Along with 2022, I am an ambassador for Reinkanto Bani Philippines. If you do not follow them or know of them, please make sure to go check them out. They are the ultimate fan experience, especially for the Philippines. They host amazing fan Zoom meet calls. If you've been following me on TikTok and Instagram, you know that I've attended a couple. They have done Zoom meet calls with me too. The pancakes, Max Thule, Nut Garn, like Mile Oppo, like it's just been absolutely insane. Always such a treat, and I am just so honored and looking forward to be working with them in 2022 to gather all the BL fans and for all of us to have a great year together. So we're super excited for that. I also have a couple of new other opportunities coming up in 2022 as well. I can't say much on them yet, but definitely you're going to want to keep up on it because it's going to be exciting. I'm super excited to share with you when I'm allowed to, of course. Enough rambling, enough about me, and let's just jump right into my top 2021 BL list. I just want to put a quick disclaimer out there that this list is based off of my preferences and my priorities and my opinions. So therefore, if it is not matched with yours, that's perfectly fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions and their own thoughts. If the drama that you like does not make it onto my list, it does not mean that it is a horrible drama. It just was not the drama for me. Along with that, I also do not put dramas that are unfinished on my list as well. I like to judge a series through and through, so from beginning to end. So series that did not end in 2021, they will not unfortunately make it onto the list. Again, do not come for me. I just don't like making a final opinion on series if they're not finished, because a lot can go wrong in the last like 3 episodes. Been there, watched that, done that. No. So let's go right into this list. At number 10, I have Fish Upon the Sky with Pond and Pooin. Gosh, okay, you all know that as much as I love college romances, I do like a variety, but I did really enjoy the whole aspect of, like, you know, like enemies to lovers, like they don't get along. Like, I just love that trope. I just love it so much. I just really do. Not only that, but I am a huge fan of Pooin. I find him very, very talented. He is a great young actor, and I cannot wait to see just more works under his belt. He definitely has the potential for great success and growth. Super excited for that. It was just, overall for me, it was just a very good watch. And at number 9, I think this is a kind of, I feel like this is very much a series where if you like it, you like it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I liked it. I loved it. Yeah. But yeah, anyways. But at number 9, I have I Promise You the Moon with BKPP. I know a lot of people don't like the whole like cheating aspect. I understand that. But I Promise You the Moon, it just had such a great message, and it went just above and beyond of just like a relationship, you know, like they really just show the struggles of, you know, growing up, becoming yourself, putting yourself in a new environment, life expectations, work expectations, just things like that I thoroughly really enjoyed. It definitely was a great wrap-up as well to the It's a franchise just as a whole. Cinematography was still beautiful. Music choices, still beautiful. Actors, phenomenal. BKPP right there. Obnithi was also in it as well. And as you know, I am such a huge Obnithi fan. I have a blanket that it features a lot in a lot of my videos. But super excited to see him as well. Nano just always puts on such a great production. And at number 8, I have Love is Science. Oh my gosh. This was the cutest, most heartwarming, cliche tropey like series ever. I wouldn't call it a full-blown BL, but there was like a relationship, a ship in there, and they had enough prominence in this series that I considered it, and it's on the list. It is what it is. Whatever. Mark and Owen's relationship, like I just really enjoyed the way that it took, you know. I'm sorry if I'm like looking down. I have my notes so that way I can make sure I like say everything I loved about it. I just really enjoyed the character development of the relationship and just seeing how they were able to grow together and also them as individuals as well. Along with that, it was just such a series that, like, as I said before, cliche and tropey, but at the same time, like, cliche and tropey is good if it's done well, and this series did it very well, in my opinion. It was just very fun to watch through and through. Just a good experience. And when you finish a series and it just makes you feel like, I feel like that deserves a spot. At number 7, I have Beloved in House. Oh gosh, so many aspects about this that I thoroughly enjoyed. So many aspects. I love The Little Prince. I really just, it's a story that, you know, I grew up with and I hold closely to my heart, and I just really loved the fact that they used that and they put like a little bit of a twist and a spin on it, you know, how in the original The Little Prince, like, he's there and his love, like, he loves his rose and etc. But I thoroughly enjoyed that how in like Beloved in House that he ends up with like the quote-unquote fox. And I just love when they take like very classical pieces like that and they have a little twist and a spin on it. That's just very refreshing to me in a sense. So thoroughly enjoy it and applaud it for that originality. At number 6, I have Given. If y'all have not read the manga yet, like, please go. I've read the manga, I've watched the anime, and when I heard there was going to be a live adaptation, I had to. And while the manga, it's, you know, like, honestly, anything written probably will always be better because they're able to provide more context and such like that. But I feel like just to be able to see it finally in front of you in a physical form, it just was so beautifully done, in my opinion. Was I a little upset that Mafuyu didn't have orange hair? Yes, but it's fine. I'll get over that. I just really enjoyed the Given storyline, and there was just so much heartache and love and growth and romance and just all of the characters. And again, it's just a story that I just personally I love the variety that it gives you, and just the meeting it. The actors were very well done, but very well casted. The music was phenomenal. Like, I still am listening to the OSTs on repeat, still rewatching scenes on repeat, and it'll always hold a special place in my heart. Moving on to number 5. Number 5, I have Lovely Writer. Lovely Writer honestly raised that bar for me in regards to TYBL. I loved how they were, destroying norms and stereotypes for BL. Down and up, like, who would have ever thought, honestly? Like, especially, like, seeing Gao, like, especially when you see him in, like, Until We Meet Again, and he, all of the sadness and such, and just to see him be in such a different character, honestly, mind blown. Up is a phenomenal actor, and him as the main lead, and oh my god, he's just so talented. I want to see more of his work. I want to see, a variety come out of him, because he definitely has it. A Lovely Writer just was able to just put out so much meaning, and it did so good. It's just so much good for the world. At number 4, I have Light on Me. I'm proud of you, Korea. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Finally, a full-length BL series? Finally, a full-length BL series. Like, yes, 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 yes. It was just so well done, honestly, especially considering and looking at all of the, BL dramas that Korea has released. This definitely was a game changer and, like, a whole level upgrade. Props to that. Korea is getting there. It is getting almost to K-drama level, and Light on Me is proof that they can do it and they can produce it. Now we just need it. And at number 3, we have Kita Hatsukoi. Oh my god! This series was, it gave off, like, cherry magic happiness vibes. Cherry magic happiness vibes. Because, like, the entire time, I honestly was watching it with a smile on my face in anticipation of the next episode. And just so in love with it. Like, it just makes you so happy. Aoki is the embodiment of, like, cheerfulness, and I love how over-exaggerated he was, and how dramatic he was. But at the same time, it wasn't, like, overdone. I love his range of emotions, and he's just such a talented actor. Ida, the contrast in their personalities, again, just one of my favorite tropes ever. And again, tropes and cliches are good if they're done well, and Kita Hatsukoi executing them graciously. They are just so well, like, they do such a good job. The chemistry between them just is so good, and it again just shows that you don't need all of those kisses and all of those smut scenes to make and to show the, like, embodiment of love, and Kita Hatsukoi definitely did that. Definitely laughter, feel good, all around rewatch material. Definitely 10 out of 10, would always recommend it. And at my number 2, I have 1,000 Stars! Y'all know that they had to make my list. Y'all already know. I waited too dang long for this series, and it came through. Absolutely came through. If you've seen my reactions on this series, I'm sorry I did not finish it. I was too impatient and busy, and I couldn't film it, but I had to watch it because I was too invested. I'm so sorry, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just know I cried a lot, and I'm sure you expected that, but just know I cried a lot. I thoroughly enjoy the whole countryside, like, trope cliche of the series. Also, just the originality and the different concept that we got. Earth mix, chemistry, just chemistry beyond bounds. Their friendship on and off screen definitely showed and pulled through. And for that to be Mix's first main role, and for him to be that talented, just really speaks a lot on him, and I applaud him for that, because he was phenomenal. He was absolutely amazing. Not only that, but P. Off is just a wonderful, wonderful director, and he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to tell a love story, and he knows just how to give that push and that pull just, you know, he perfected it, and 1,000 stars is proof of that. I do have a couple honorable mentions that I want to talk about before I get to the #1 spot on my top 2021 BL series list. So the very first series that I want to talk about for my honorable mentions is going to be Word of Honor. There are a couple of reasons why I didn't put it on the list, because technically per se it's not a BL. But we all know that it's a BL adaptation. It was based off of the novel Faraway Wanderers. But I just love wuxia genre, like, series and dramas in general, and, like, you know, like Untamed, Heaven Official's Blessings, etc., etc. And Word of Honor definitely pulled its rank. Next on my honorable mentions list that I have is, the reason why it's on there is because it's not technically a series. That's honestly the only reason why I didn't make it on the list. But anyways, it was Game Boys the movie. I just love them, and it was just so wonderful and beautiful, and I cried, and it was just the perfect, like, it was just so perfect. Just so perfect. And Elijah is just so talented, and they just do such a good job, you know, and it really shows when you have a great cast and they don't have to pull each other's weight, and they can each hold their own, just how beautiful it can be. I thoroughly enjoyed where they took us from the series to the movies. I thoroughly enjoyed the moving forward in the relationship. I did watch it when it premiered, and again, it was just an amazing experience. 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend this. Honestly, the entire Game Boys, like, franchise, I would highly recommend this. Sorry for the whole camera angle move change. It, like, died. It was my fault. Whatever. Anyways, moving on to my next list on my honorable mentions. It's going to be A Man Who Defies the World of BL. And if you have not watched this yet, please do. It's very, very short. You can find it on Viki. You can find it on Kakaulala. It takes all of the, like, the stereotypes and all of that, and somehow makes it so original, you know, like, just down to, like, the opening credits and just the actors, and it's so cringy, but it's just, again, like, it's just an absolute mess, but an amazing, beautiful mess that was created. Like, thoroughly enjoyed it. Still dancing to the opening credit with them in their little disco outfits. Again, just amazing, wonderful, highly recommend. And then the last item that has made it onto my honorable mentions is going to be on here because, again, as I said before, I do not like to per se make judgment calls on series that are unfinished, but as of when I filmed this video and based off of what I have seen, which is a good 90% of the series, I just really enjoy it. And it's going to be Bad Buddy the series. Y'all, where have they been hiding this shit from us? Like, why haven't we had this before? Although I'm really glad that we have it now because they were definitely able to, you know, grow and, like, mold their characters and their work ethics and etc. like that. Because, like, Ohm and Nanon, like, wonderful pairing, both very talented actors. They're both each able to hold their own. The story gives off, like, you know, Romeo and Juliet, enemies to lovers trope vibes, all of that, but they also just touch up on so many beautiful things and the emotions they exude, and it's just so fantastic so far. It's so fantastic so far, and it would just be an absolute dishonor to not just even mention it or anything in any sort of way. Alright, so we've gone through the honorable mentions, and we've gone through number 2 through 10, and now moving on to the most awaited #1 BL series for 2021 on my list. I feel like my #1 choice is a very obvious choice, especially if you know me and you have seen me on Instagram. Okay, so my #1 choice, my #1 spot for my top 2021 BL series is going to be Young Royals! Young Royals! Young Royals! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! 6 episodes. Draws you in from the very moment you start watching it. just the amount of details that they put in there, and just the storyline, and the characters, the actors, the actresses that they casted, just so well done. I'm such a huge fan for, details and just these little things that matter, and Young Royals definitely takes up all of that and gives me more. Gives me absolute so much more. Wilhelm and Simone, just the contrast between them, but also the fact that they have so many similarities at the same time. Not only that, but Edvin and Omar as actors, and with Omar, with it being his very first production and his very first acting experience, such a well job. He definitely carried his own. They just worked so well together, and you could definitely tell that their friendship off screen went on to their friendship on screen, and the relationship romance on screen, and it just worked so well. I feel like Young Royals is super underrated, and then no one is talking about it enough. And honestly, I'm just here to just it's honestly one of these series that I sit here and I will just take no slander for it. None. Zip. Zero. I will defend it to my death. And there's nothing to defend about it, though. That's also, it's just so amazing. It gives you the cute, gushy, warm feelings. It gives you the angst, the tension. It gives you conflict, the romance, just the build-up, the slow burn, the push and the pull. Just gives you everything. And for all of that to be done in 6 episodes, come on. They wasted no time, and it was just amazing through and through. Music was wonderful. Omar is a wonderful and very, very talented singer. Edvin, I just love all of the details that they give us, and just when you find out a lot of the information that comes from the series, all of the backstage stuff and all of the artistic decisions that they made and all of the scenes that were improvised and unscripted. When you also watch the series and you see all of that behind it, it again just makes it even better. I immediately finished and then went back to episode 1 and rewatched it through. I honestly rewatched it for a solid 3 months straight. Yeah, it was that series for me. Rewatchable, amazing. Just hits you where it hurts. So good. So good. Definitely deserves the #1 spot on my list, but it is a must-see. Please go watch it on Netflix. Just amazing. And there we have it. That was my top 10 2021 BL series list. Let me know what your favorite series were in the comments below. I will love to hear your recommendations and, what really pulled you in for 2021. I love discussing that. So please make sure to comment that down below. And 2021 there was a lot. There was a lot of series that year. Holy crap. And with me being as inactive as I was, I can't believe I watched as many BL series as I did too. I don't know how I had the time or where I found the time, but apparently I found the time. But it's okay. It was just so nice again to sit here in front of the camera with a new filming location. It might change the next time, who knows, but hopefully it'll all be fine. It'll all work out. We'll get there together. Thank you so much for tuning in onto my video. Please make sure to follow all of my social media accounts, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's been so long I almost forgot what to say. Also, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, especially if you would like to have more content like this. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye!